class.
Morning, sir.
So teacher second Jakopaya. So I'm going to take you through this question. So the question is saying find the area of the rectangle and the domain. So our rectangle is here, is inside the triangle, but the rectangle is inscribed inside the what? The triangle. So it's saying find the area of the rectangle. How are we going to get the area of the rectangle? So meaning, but the area of the rectangle, we know the formula is yenkanakana length times width. So meaning we need to find the length of this rectangle and the width, but we have nothing of these two altogether. So but we can find the length. So the length is this one. From here up to here is the length. Then the width from here up to here. So now we can first get the height of this triangle. So the height of this triangle from here up to here. So say let the height of the triangle so to be capital H. So how to get? So we have this. So when banja one wakati, meaning this side I have a right angled triangle, and here I have a right angled triangle. But the base of the triangle is 18. So but I want to use this triangle, only one angled triangle. So when I have 15 centimeters and I have H. So but what is the base? So if the whole triangle is 18, meaning this right angled triangle will be 18 divided by 2, which is 9 centimeters. So the right angle triangle is 9 centimeters. Now we can use the Pythagoras theory to find the height of that right angle triangle altogether. So we use Pythagoras theory. So Pythagoras theory states that a squared plus b squared equals to c squared. So this is my a and that is the b, that is the c. So from Pythagoras theory, so my a is 9 squared plus h, which is h squared equals to c, which is 15 squared. So correcting or making h the subject, I will have my h squared, which is 15 squared minus 9 squared. So my h, so taking the square root on both sides, taking the squares on both sides, so the h will be the square root of, so that's 15 squared is 125 minus 9 squared, which is 81. So my h will be, so when I subtract here, I will get 144. So getting the square root of 144, so my h will be 12 centimeters. So now I have the height of this triangle, which is 18, which is 12 centimeters. So now let us get the height of this rectangle. So we don't know the length of that rectangle or the height of that rectangle, because the height of this rectangle is the same as the length of that rectangle. So we can let it. So let's say let the height of the rectangle ibenga yenkanakana to smaller h. So that is the height of the rectangle. Small h. So meaning from here up to here, so it will h. So it is h. From here up to here is h. So now I'm remaining with this part, this one. So that part will be, so I have the whole of this height and then the height from here, meaning this will be 12 minus h. So that's the height. So from there we are going to call out similarities. So similarities is going to come in, whereby I have my small triangle, this. I have my small triangle with the base, which is, I don't know, I can call it W, that base, over that width, which is W, and then this height that height, which is 12 minus h. And then I have a bigger triangle, which is 18 centimeters the base, and the height, which is 12 centimeters. So now I can use similarities. So we can go for similarities. So we are going to compare these triangles. So the bigger triangle over the small triangle, the small triangle over the bigger triangle. So I have the base over the width, and the width of the big, I don't know the width of the small. I have the height of the small and the height of the big. So we can use those similarities to find the width of the smaller triangle. So we say it's the small triangle, the width of the small triangle over the width of the bigger triangle. If the small triangle is on top, another step, we also use the small triangle to be on the top. So now we go to the height of the small triangle, which is 12 minus h out of 12. So from here we cross multiply. So when I cross multiply, I have 12w, which is 18 into 12 minus h. So dividing by 12 both sides, I remain with w. So by 6, I will have 2 by 6, 3. So I will have 3 out of 2 into 12 minus h. So taking 3 over 2 inside to multiply all inside, so have 12 into 3 times 12 minus 3 out of 2 times h. So I have my w, so this will be by 2, 1 by 2, 6, which is 18 minus 3 out of 2 h. So that is the width of the smaller triangle. So this width of the small triangle is the width of the rectangle. So it is the width of this small triangle, at the same time it is the width of the rectangle. So meaning the width of the rectangle, the width of my rectangle is 18 minus 3 out of 2h. Then length of the rectangle is the height of the rectangle. It is to be the height. So it will be the height of the rectangle, which is small h. So now we can go on the area of the rectangle. So area of the rectangle, so it is length times. Now we can substitute after getting the values of the length and the width. So we say that the length is h, then times the width, which is 18 minus 3 over 2h. So taking h inside, I will have 18h minus 3 out of 2h squared centimeters squared, because the units were centimeters. So this is the area of the rectangle that was inscribed inside the triangle. Now it's also asking to find the domain. So for the domain, so the rectangle is existing inside the triangle. So we say at minimum height, so our h was, so at the minimum height, the height is 0. So the height is 0. So what's so gamba? You can call it minimum height or line level. So you can call it line level. So it is line level. At here, we don't have any height. So the height is 0. Then at maximum height, our h is 12. So also gamba is the apex. So from here up to here, so the h is 12. So our domain will be noted as 0 is equal to h, or is equal to 12. So that will be our domain. So that was the question that has been answered. So thank you for listening. For more information, you can call me on this and it is on WhatsApp. Thank you for listening.